This storm system is continuing to cruise ahead, so the thing is, it's going to be moving at a pretty decent pace, and those winds will carry well inland, even over towards the first coast.
Hi, it's Jerry. I am in Daytona again. We're making our quarter trip down here. It's almost Labor Day, not quite yet. And as you probably are seeing this, you're hearing about the storm that's coming up the west coast, or getting ready to come up the west coast. But so far here in beautiful Daytona, we're not seeing any results of that. I think we're going to get some rain later on this afternoon. I decided I would come down and bring the e-bike and kind of show you the progress of how the repairs are coming down here along the beach. Now the beaches are fantastic. We've been coming down here, you know, for almost a year now, even after Ian came through, and enjoying the beach. And I'm really thrilled to see the progress that's happened. Now I'm currently in one of the worst hit areas when Ian hit a year ago. And that's right here at Dunlawton and A1A. I think that's also known as South Atlantic. Right around where Pirates Cove is at. Now notice that Pirates Cove is open. It wasn't open when we were here 3 months ago. And there's a ton of construction going on. So I'll kind of show you the beautiful beach. It's Monday before Labor Day. It's the Monday before Labor Day. Just about have the whole beach to myself. So let's ride around, and I'll just show you what's going on and kind of show you the progress. Let me share some good news. Brooklyn Bedding is running a Labor Day sale for big savings off their entire site. Save 30% from September the 1st through September the 5th. And if you're watching this after September the 5th, you can still use the code ILOVERVLife and save 25% all year long. Today I'm in Julie's camper. They've got this very nice, expensive pull behind, and it is a bunkhouse for our grandbabies. And this is really a wonderful space. But there's a downside to the mattresses that come inside these bunkhouses. And you know I'm a fan of Brooklyn Bedding. I think we're going to fix that. Julie, what do you not like about these mattresses?
The fact that it's even called a mattress, because it's so thin that it's more just a covering for this. It keeps everything very hard. There's no comfort in there at all, and they're hot. They're so hot.
It's like fun fur or something that's on top of it. And again, hard plywood, and then that. We're going to fix that today. Because here's the simple instructions: unbox, unroll, and expand. How easy is that? Look at it already expanding. Just takes a second. Julie, what do you think about this new Dream Foam Essential mattress? You think the kids are going to like it?
They're going to love it. It's so comfortable. They don't even realize how much better they're about to sleep in here.
The change is substantial from that 1-inch piece of furry something through this wonderful 6 inches with a nice quilted top. They're just going to absolutely love this mattress, don't you think?
I think so.
I think so too. They're going to get a great night's sleep, and that's what we typically find with these wonderful mattresses at Brooklyn Bedding Mattress. If you would like to get a mattress for your bunk room, it's so simple. Go out to rvmattress.com/ILOVERVLife. They've got the various sizes that are very unique for not only bunk rooms, but for all of the different types of kings and queens that you'll find, twins as well. And then select the comfort level that you want, and then at checkout, use the code ILOVERVLife and get 25% off your purchase. I would like to thank Brooklyn Bedding at rvmattress.com for supplying these mattresses for our review. They are incredible, and for supporting our channel. Well, here is the entrance where you come in from Dunlawton, which is one of the big major thoroughfares that comes down through South Daytona to Daytona Beach shores. This here is Pirates Cove, and the hotel is open, but I don't think they've got the amenities. I'm not sure if the pool is open yet. Down here at this pier is where the small Krabby Joe's is at. And I'm not sure if they're opened yet or not. We'll see while we're down here. Been there a bunch of times. The big issue that happened here was the seawalls. You had 2 hurricanes in a row. 2 seawalls were damaged. So you can see, I don't know if these are apartments or condos, what these are, but you see they're rebuilding the seawalls here. That's good to see. They ran into all kinds of issues with Corps of Engineers and EPA and just all kinds of things to finally get their permits to be able to do this, but it looks like this is coming back nicely. Not all the seawalls were heavily damaged, as you see down here at this strip down here. I think these are condos. We don't see any damage here. People are out enjoying the pool. So just by 2 stops, you see seawalls damaged, seawalls not damaged. And then down here again, you'll see a lot of activity going on. Now again, fortunately, the hurricane that's coming up this time is, for these folks here, my heart goes out to the folks around Tampa, up into Ocala. We have friends that live up there. I think they're going to catch the brunt of that one, maybe a Category 2. Now the old hotels really took it. You can see this one here just really got the stew knocked out of it. It looks like folks are living there. Seawalls are in good shape here. And I think this was the epicenter. This was the worst hit of the area. You probably saw right down in this area, they also talk about Wilbur by the Sea. And right at the end of South Daytona Beach, you have Wilbur by the Sea. And you see here that they're just working diligently trying to get all this restored. They've been driving big steel pylons, which probably should have been done at the beginning. And there were several of these larger condos that were closed. I can't tell you the names of them. I don't remember which ones were closed. Some have opened back up. But again, you can kind of see what happened here. And it looks like maybe Krabby Joe's is back open again. They may be closed on Mondays. Well, I'll give you a tip. If you're wanting to come down to Daytona, now's a great time to come. It's what I call shoulder season. Joan and I have been coming down to the Atlantic coast for years, and especially since we started our RV travel about 10 years ago. Favorite times to come are spring, right before the kids get out of school, and then to come back down here again as soon as the kids go back to school. A couple reasons. As you see here, Monday through Thursday, easily you pretty much have the beach to yourself. There's not a whole lot going on, and you can just come down here unencumbered. The other thing is you can just about walk into any restaurant at any location and just sit down. Any time, lunch, supper, whatever time you want to go. It's not a problem. Plenty of space, and sometimes during the week you can find some pretty good deals as far as some of the nicer restaurants. One of our favorites is up in Ormond. We love going up to Riptides. We love going there. If you want great Chinese food, sit down linen napkin. Over in South Daytona, we love to go to Leanne's. That's another spot. If we want to splurge and go on the high end and kind of, break our budget for the couple weeks down when we come down here, we like going down to Millie's on A1A. Oh my gosh, I probably messed that up. They're going to be busy from now on. It's incredible. If you like a sports bar atmosphere over on Dunlawton, you can go over to Hooligans. We were there the other night, midweek. No problem. It's just about wherever we wanted to go. Just fun. I could go on and on and on. Maybe I'll put a list of some of my favorites. There's a bunch of places we're figuring out where the locals go that's a little bit off the beach side, and finding some good good places to go. Here's what I was sharing. Some areas had a little bit of damage and didn't take much for them to recover. Others had hardly any damage whatsoever. You know, pools are open back up. So if you're thinking about coming down here, whether you're going to stay at a condo or stay in one of the hotels, if a pool's important, just ask them, is the pool open? You know, do I have beach access? You'll see down here, you know, some have not recovered the step access. Now, the Sand Dollar, I don't think they're open yet. They're still rebuilding that one. Some have beach access and some don't yet because they're still in the recovery mode. Just about where you see a bunch of these umbrellas, that pretty much tells you there's some form of beach access. And the other great thing, we don't care. We load the back of our vehicle up with our tents and coolers and radios and games, and we just drive down here. You see all the cars. It's high tide. You can probably see the high tide mark from earlier today. It wasn't too bad. There's your beach access right there. And we just drive down here and just park it, and we'll get down here probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on the tides. And usually they close the access around 7-ish, somewhere thereabout, and we just come down here and spend the day. Yeah, and it just doesn't matter. Even before we got the RV, before we got the fifth wheel, and we would stay in the condos or hotels, whatever we did, we didn't worry about it. Like, you can look at that big condo there. They've got beach access again, Oceans One. I think we've actually stayed there at one point in time. Most of this strip does not look like they had hardly any damage at all. Maybe some minor things like these. You can pretty much tell these wooden access steps were probably damaged. That looks all brand new. But mostly this strip up here, up above Dunlawton. We're going back north toward the boardwalk. We got a long ways to go before we get to the boardwalk. It looks like all these are open, and you can see you got beach access. I see umbrellas opened up around the pools, around all the condos. So if you're a condo searcher, those look fantastic. And I just want you to see this. You could drive from one of the little access and park here in the middle, and just, if you want to read the book in the quiet, you can, and if you want to turn the radio wide open, you wouldn't bother a soul. Isn't that something? And that's the way it is in these shoulder seasons. I love coming to the beach during the shoulder seasons. Looking great down here at Daytona. Glad to see the recovery. We've been going for quite a few miles. We're up in one of my favorite spots up here in Daytona. And we'll go ahead and love that. You've got to love that building there, don't you? Isn't that awesome? And again, you can see a lot of the areas are in pretty good shape. Pool's open, looking fantastic. All right, let's head up the ramp here and see if we can't start heading back to the campground. I'm heading back from the beach, and man, it was beautiful down there. I didn't quite have it to myself, but Wasn't far from it. I've come back across Silver Beach Bridge. You've seen that in a previous video, and behind me is the old downtown Beach Street in downtown Daytona. Again, we're heading back to the campground, and one of the ways we go back is down Beach Street. And right past Mama Foo's and the big Halifax Harbor Marina, it is a bruiser. I mean, look at that rig right there, y'all. That's the deal right there. I bet they've been pulling some big whopper of a boat though, not a camper. All right, we're gonna continue to mosey down the road at the beautiful marina and all these pretty old homes down here. Look at all these homes, aren't they gorgeous? Some kind of pretty. And then a bazillion dollars worth of boats down there. All right, just really pretty down here. All right, I'm gonna get out of the traffic and get out here on the sidewalk. Get both hands on the handlebars and mosey on back toward the fifth wheel. Some kind of pretty. We made it back. Easy breezy 22-mile ride from the campground here all the way down to the beach, back through downtown. Gosh, it's fun. I love it. Well, storm's not here. We're supposed to get some winds, but I think we'll be fine. Our prayers and concerns go out for those over around Tampa. I hope you all fare well. My friends who live up in Ocala, we're thinking about you. Even with the storms coming, I still get to ride on the beach, and I sure do. Oh, and to the guy that waved on me on US 1, the fan, it's good to see you. He yelled, "I love RV life." Man, I love RV life too. Well, it's early morning. After Idalia went up the coast, it just hit ground right up around what they call Big Bend. And we fared well. We didn't have any problems whatsoever. Last night, early this morning, just some rains. We've got maybe some 30-mile-an-hour gust now. It's not bad, not bad. We were very, very, very fortunate. We're getting the outer bands of rain now. We were spared this go round. Our prayers go out to the folks up at Big Bend where they're really catching it up through Tampa. But as far as us, just some gust, not too bad. You feel a little bit in the RV, maybe just a little bit in the fifth wheel. You feel a little bump every now and then, but we missed this one.